that it was at fair stream health, even though, but it only set it for Twitch. So, but Twitch can go up to 8,000 kilobits bitrate. So, I've got no clue. Now, let's go back to my channel. And hopefully it doesn't turn off again. And then, oh wait,
terminal,
there we go.
where you can simply request the item and receive it in bulk.
What?
There we go. That's 46,000 stone blocks delivered in less than 10 seconds. Or maybe you just need a stack of pistons, some scaffolding for a project, a single pickle. Or maybe you just want to touch some grass. A main storage system makes everything you could possibly want accessible on demand. But sorting items isn't the only thing this storage is good for. And we'll go over all of these extra features in detail later on in the video. But first, let's have a quick tour of the storage and experience what it's like to use in survival. Our tour begins at the Nether Hub. All we need to do is take the green piston bolt heading south to main storage. There we go, it's already set to main storage. Get in the minecart and will automatically be sent all the way there using this advanced piston bolt network designed by the one and only Roofro. Alright, who's the cunny fun who decided to put this here? But back to the piston bolts, we have full integration with the chest cart system for moving items in and out of main storage by the box. To learn more about this piston bolt network, you can watch my previous video titled The Insane Engineering of Wavetic's Piston Bolt Network. But here on the nether side, we have the portal which takes players to the storage, as well as the nether side of the storage's chunk loading system.
What?
This chunk loading system is what enables the storage to function completely independently of the player's presence. And you might notice that we've gone ahead and sliced all of the portals for this chunk loading system because we don't want any funny business with pigmen spawning in our chunk loading portals. Going through the portal, and we are first presented with the utilities area. These are some specialized shulker box displays for tools and armor, which do not eject the box until the player closes it. So if I was to remove all these rockets, you can see it doesn't eject the box immediately. And this is pretty handy for when you want to restock things like rockets or food. We also see the first of many
really cool.
item sorting inputs that you can
shit.
access in
My
order
Twitch
to
is
input
not-
items into the sorting system. So in this
Still
shulker box
installed
you can
by the
simply
front.
dump your inventory, or you can put entire shulker boxes in the chest.
There you go.
Just over here we've
just
got
saw
an
on Twitch
unstackable
start by
sorter
the
for
front
sorting
too.
various unstackable items that have very unique ways to actually sort them from other items. And over here we have a pretty powerful mass crafting system which uses our good friend the dolphin. This is one of the 5 storage tech innovations that I introduced in a previous video. Well, let me give you a demonstration right here for context. Let's say we want to craft a shulker box of observers because we always seem to be running low on them. Well, all I need to do is grab our materials. So we got 6 boxes of cobblestone. One shulker box of nether quartz.
Wait, hold on. Where's the
Say we
water
want to craft a shulker box of the 5 storage tech innovations that I introduced in a previous video. Well, let me give you a demonstration right here for context. Let's say we want to craft a shulker box.
Oh, that's what's all the way up here. Oh. Yeah, I'm not building all this. I'm not building all this, bro. What the hell? What the f... Wait, it's not up. What? What the? Is that? Oh, is this that nether? Yeah, this is the nether. Bro, what the hell? What is this? What the hell is this? I'm not building all that, bro. I'm not building all that. I might build this, but I'm not building all that. What the hell? I think everything's the same, so I just need to get one side. Yeah, I think the stuff in here you have to put in a shulker box. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna not go with something this
Box of
complicated.
observers, because we always seem to be running low on them. Well, all I need to do is grab. So what other utilities does our main storage have? Well, you've already seen our bulk interface, which I demonstrated earlier. If you go over here around this corner, you can find our advanced shulker box color sorting system. Oh look, it's our second best gold farm. Now on WaveTech, we allow specifically empty shulker boxes to either stack by the player manipulating them, or stack when they interact with each other as entities on the floor. Now what this allows us to do is not only organize all of our empty shulker boxes by their color, but also store them in a much higher density. And this has some really powerful implications that we'll investigate later on. And it looks like somebody might have missed part of the decoration in this corner. As I said, this was a massive project and we're gonna miss some little details when we build the thing in survival. Oh god, that doesn't sound good. And once again, it's an absolute pain having any water anywhere near any redstone. Alright, now I understand why nobody wanted to fix it until now. Anyway, leaving that disaster we just created, if we go over here, we just got a simple little furnace array that you can input items here. Not sure why these boxes are here. Yeah, you can just input items here and have them smelted. Over there is a very special section of the storage, and this is the general purpose area. So we have the project rooms where we can have materials prepared for various projects that we want to do in the future, as well as some nice spaces for the various map arts that we have on the server. And just back here, there we go, this is our map art gallery essentially. Over here we have the personal item caches for all the players on WaveTech, and for some reason a lectern containing the entire manuscript of B-Movie. A random chest for copper variants, because honestly, who can be bothered trying to sort any of this garbage? And no main storage is complete without an extravagant bed chamber. But do you know what every main storage really needs? That's right, an RGB gaming beacon. Hey buddy, what are you doing here? You trying to escape from my storage system? You might recognize this bad boy from my Let's Build an Encoded RGB Beacon video.
That's insane.
But apparently it also doubles as a mysteriously floating glow squid farm. However, with this design,
Wait, I don't want the RGB beacon.
a lot of people criticize how wide these halls are. Because for some reason, people seem to be obsessed with this idea of an extremely compact hall where every item is accessible from a centralized point. However, with wide halls and more space, you'll find that you can close that distance much more efficiently by simply flying around with an elytra. This effectively counteracts the distance between the items presented by the wide halls. Another very subtle feature is breaking up the symmetry by making every hall a unique color. This means that the player doesn't lose track of their original items. For example, if I'm looking for any items associated with wood or plants, I know to go to the blue hall where we have all the wood types, as well as lots of different foliage, plants, flowers, and other resources produced by growing crops.
Alright. We'll be back in like a minute. Well, the YouTube stream's still going, which is good.
Crops. If I want something related to decorative building, what I have to do is fly directly into the yellow hall, where we store all the various block types that can be used for building. The red hall is pretty straightforward, it's just all the different colours of things. And the green hall is redstone related stuff, as well as other miscellaneous items. However, the only slight oversight with the item layout is that because there's not quite enough room in the color hall, all the different dyes have been put all the way over here in the yellow hall. But obviously this entire item layout can be changed to whatever preferences you want. Taking a closer look at the halls, we have a one wide tileable layout where we have 4 items per slice. In the roof of each hall, we have these chests which store the various item types that we don't quite have enough of to store in shulker boxes. So what you'll find here is random junk that you won't expect to have very much of. That is, unless you really want to accelerate the decline of coral reefs. On the sides we have the semi-bulk displays. So what we have here is chest storage for shulker boxes of items. So this can store up to 300,000 of each one of these item types. At the bottom we have a box display for full shulker boxes. Then at the top we have an additional box display which gives us access to the shulker box as it's being loaded. This accessible box loader is actually extremely handy because if you can't quite find an item down here in the full box display, it's almost guaranteed that you might actually find it up here because these items come directly from the item sorting. In this way, this storage can effectively help you find really rare and obscure items. For example, do you have an entity alignment that needs a small amethyst bud? Well, it just so happens that the item sorter found 3 of them. Or maybe you need a spare turtle egg to make a second best gold farm. These halls can store any item you need in the amount that you need. Another really cool feature of these halls is, say for example,
The only thing that I find is kind of unnecessary is this, because, I mean, to be fair, it's sort of like, I mean, I guess it's, you can look and be like, oh, there's nothing there, so we're looking here. But you can grab stuff from here, right? Well, but they're just, like, if there's stuff in your chest or whatever, there'll be stuff up here pretty much. But I mean, also, oh, okay. I was gonna say, how does this get broken then? Because I saw there was the composter there, but I didn't know. What I think happens is, let me go and make sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. So what it does is the composter breaks it. This shulker box goes in. Hold on, just goes inside like this, and then it goes down into the hopper system over to the shulker box storage. Gotcha. That's a lot of enchanted golden apples. How do I make? I need to watch the video on how to do the invisible item frames. I wonder what these are for. Get to them eventually. There's these random shulker boxes in the ground with buttons next to them. I might honestly build this design. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that beacon mod, especially because all the way over here. Because my base is massive, so I'm hoping that it will fit in my base, this design. If not, I might need to make it multi-layered, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, that's a real question. Oh, we can actually go into here. Because we have up to that wall over there. So what are we at? Okay, so 0. I think we should be enough because it says 81. I'm pretty sure he said there was like, there were, I think 60 or so. So we gotta go from here. What's this? 1,172. Nope, that's the wrong. Hold on. 50. So we'll go 53. We'll just take 53 as our number. Okay, that's nearly 100. I don't know if it's gonna fit. Might just have to dig it like far down. Cause then also, not that, but you've got this redstone here as well, which sticks out further. Yeah, we'll do it from the furthest point, which is here. Which is literally nearly, it's about like almost 90 blocks from the center. It is a massive center, but I don't really want to compact it. Hello. Cause like, I don't know. I'll screw something up. What is this connected to? It's not connected to anything. Unless it's meant to be this. What is that? That's shulker box stuff, I believe. Unless it's meant to be connected to this. I think half of it is not in. I don't know. I have no clue. See if he explains it. Where am I looking at this? That is not it. Where is it? Here.
I want to build something very intricate, such as this windmill. I can bring up a materials list, and I can simply go to the respective halls, grab the items. So I need 93 deep
Oh.
slate, so about 2 stacks. I can then start throwing them into one of these black boxes like so. I can then gather any other resource like the stone bricks. And so now I've essentially started a material box for this windmill. If I want the box, all I have to do is press this button.
Yeah, that's literally not even in this world. That got removed. I was wondering what that was for. Is it in one of them? No, that's where it's been cut off. I was wondering what this is for. That's actually really smart. Yeah, minus the fact that it's not here. Ugh.
There we go, and it gives me a free shulker box. And now I can go to another area of the storage, like say over here to where the walls are, throw it into this square right here, and then it will up. Alright, so now that we've looked at everything that the player will interact with in survival, let's head over to a creative world to have a look at the intricate mechanics inside of the machine. Here we are in a single player world in creative mode, so we can fly around and look at everything. This is the entire fully assembled storage as it currently is on Wavetech's SMP. However, just flying around on here is pretty cramped, and all of the intricate systems are all bound together in a complicated mess that makes it very hard to look at. So what I've gone and done is prepared a special area with a full storage breakdown. So I can just go ahead and click this button. It'll teleport me
Oh,
to this area where I've pulled
That
apart
means-
all the various systems embedded into the main storage. So right here,
Oh. I think I have to build all of it. That means... What? Y level away? 27. Oh. That means... I'm not building this beacon, what the heck? Does that mean that the actual build's somewhere else? Oh, that would be nice. Oh, wait. Unless this is the bottom here. Wait. Unless one of these is the underneath part. Yeah. These are the shulker boxes. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, I can do that. I can work with that. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna try and build this. We're gonna try and build this thing. I know like minimal about redstone, but we'll do it. It's gonna take a long time. Okay. Now I know. So I'm assuming this is where the shulker boxes for those go into. So if we come up here, I don't know how people have the brains to do this. What the hell? This is maniac. Oh. I was so confused about what all these different layers are, but it's just different aspects of that. Like this bit is those chests, I think, that are, yeah, the chests that are around the outside. And where was it? And this is the top storage. The only issue is the height. But the thing is, I'm gonna have to build this like really deep underground anyways, so I don't really think height matters anymore because of how wide it is. So we're gonna have to dig like 200 by 200, roughly. No clue how wide. Switch it back. So fun times. Fun times ahead. Is he still on the server? Yeah. Very fun times ahead. And tomorrow I'm gonna try and fix the server. It's probably gonna involve making a new server and then just moving everything over. I don't know how tall it needs to be as well, because it's not a full storage system on there. I might need to try and build it on creative so I can get the entire storage system together, and then I can just copy it as one and see what I need, because it's going to cost a lot of redstone, so we're going to have to make a which is my redstone. Sounds like he wants to know where we're at. He lost my track of thought. This looks really weird without distant horizons. Like, the sky's all bugged out too. It's all like dark. The clouds were black as well. I have no clue what's happened. I literally just changed the server jar to a new version, so I reckon I'm gonna have to go and do the process of making a new server, but just, yeah, copy everything over. But that's a tomorrow problem, because I forgot how to do that. I know how to make a server jar, but like the folder and all that sort of stuff, I forgot. I figured something. I kind of regret moving all my stuff on top of where I need to build my storage. If I just dig this to bedrock, I might have to go grab that beacon. Let's go get the beacon. We're going to grab the beacon, and then I still need to build a weather skeleton. Oh my god, this portal's still here. Go away. Yeah, it's water there. Come to me, beacon. We need to dig to bedrock and then make like a massive chasm underground. Because I don't know the exact size. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and fix a server, and then I'm going to try and build this storage, or copy the main storage system, and then try and build the rest of it. And get my head around it, so I actually know what I'm doing. Well, so it looks like I know what I'm doing, at least. I don't like how YouTube's like always a few seconds delayed. It's like at least 5 seconds delayed. But there's nothing I can change from that. Even though I think... Yeah, it's literally on ultra low latency to where it should not be doing this. Be like delayed or whatever, but... Did he say anything? No. I swear he's probably gonna come in the room and ask me. Where's a hole in the roof? Like right next to the portal. After my base is done, we can then focus on building big farms. Or at least this my storage system is done. I'm gonna build big farms. Like a big redstone farm, which we're gonna need. Which I'm gonna build before. Alright. What was that? Oi! Look at us go! That was some skill right there. Oh yeah. Looks sick. I love the spear. Oops. There. Oh yeah. I love this new spear. So much fun. But I end up spamming rockets though, because I forget to change out of rockets. I reckon I should have it like this. Not like this, obviously, but whenever I want to go for a spear attack, I swap that out and then hold my mace out. And then boom, dead. Be able to get wind burst on that. Honestly, I don't know why people dislike spears so much. Spears are so cool. Thank you, Mainpair, for showing me the capabilities of a spear. Alright. This is the central point of our base. So we dig this down to bedrock. There's gonna be a big cave underneath me, isn't there? Just so we're safe. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, come here, boy. That's what I thought, buddy. Oh, redstone. Yep, we're gonna keep going. Goddamn skill. I forgot having one block of sunlight lights up like the entire area of a cave system. My friend's gotta get off rocket and go in here.